Welcome back to Outside Views. Today we're diving into an intriguing story unfolding in British politics that involves some unlikely figures, including Nigel Farage, Elon Musk, and the future of the UK's right-wing Reform Party. And our topic today is the British Reform Party is caught in a political dispute, and there's the fun part, fueled by Elon Musk. It's 2025 and Britain's political landscape remains turbulent and unpredictable, driven largely by the ongoing reverberations of Brexit. Just months ago, the Reform Party, led by Nigel Farage, seemed unstoppable. In the July national elections, the party astonishingly secured more than 14% of the vote, signaling significant momentum and making it a genuine force in British politics. Even more impressive, recent polls have indicated the party could attract up to 25% of votes in future elections, positioning it as a credible rival to both Labour and the Conservatives. However, as swiftly as the Reform Party rose, internal conflict has now plunged it into controversy and division. At the heart of this dispute is a figure named Rupert Lowe, a 67-year-old member of Parliament representing Great Yarmouth, known for his outspoken and often polarizing views. Lowe, a vocal and ambitious figure, has publicly challenged Nigel Farage's leadership style, accusing him of running Reform UK like a messianic protest party. His criticisms hint strongly at his own aspirations to potentially lead not only the party but Britain itself. And Farage, unsurprisingly, did not take this challenge lightly. Within days, Lowe was abruptly expelled from the parliamentary party, relegating him to sit as an independent. So the whip was gone. Farage justified the decision by accusing Lowe of sowing division and promoting dangerous and divisive rhetoric. But this internal clash isn't merely about leadership ambitions. It's a symptom of deeper ideological fissures emerging within Reform UK. Lowe represents an explicitly right-wing faction, advocating aggressive nationalist rhetoric, reminiscent of the more extreme wings of the populist right. He's made controversial statements about Muslim rape gangs, claimed conspiracy theories regarding harmful substances in British milk, and openly criticized his own party's Muslim chairman Yusuf. Nigel Farage, while certainly no stranger to controversy himself, seeks a broader appeal, aiming to attract disillusioned voters from Labour and the Conservatives alike. From Farage's perspective, association with extreme figures like Lowe could risk alienating moderate voters and undermine the party's electoral potential. This internal party conflict, however, has attracted international attention due to the involvement of tech billionaire Elon Musk. Musk, no stranger to controversy himself, weighed in publicly, siding firmly with Rupert Lowe. On his social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, Musk openly criticized Farage, accusing him of lacking vision and suggesting that Lowe's aggressive approach might better resonate with voters. Earlier, Musk hinted at financially backing Reform UK, but now his explicit support for Lowe complicates this potential partnership significantly. And Farage finds himself in a challenging position. On one hand, Musk's public support could bring substantial financial resources and international visibility to Reform UK. On the other, aligning with Musk and indirectly endorsing Lowe's extremist rhetoric could severely damage Farage's broader electoral appeal. Farage has consistently sought to position Reform UK as a legitimate mainstream party, distancing it from toxic associations with figures like Tommy Robinson and overtly extreme nationalist groups. But the dispute highlights the delicate balancing act Farage faces. Appeasing his party's right-wing base while simultaneously trying to appeal to disillusioned moderate voters from both Labour and Conservative backgrounds. Rupert Lowe, now expelled from the Reform Party's parliamentary faction and sitting as an independent MP, appears committed to disrupting Farage's carefully cultivated image. Lowe's expulsion from the parliamentary group has only fueled his portrayal of himself as a political martyr. And this dispute has also exposed deeper strategic tensions within Reform UK's broader electoral strategy. Farage's leadership has always been characterized by pragmatism, blending populist rhetoric with careful strategic positioning. Lowe's radical challenge threatens to derail this approach by forcing Farage to confront an ideological purity test that could fracture his carefully built voter coalition. And meanwhile, traditional conservatives watch this conflict unfold with mixed emotions. Some view it as an opportunity to recapture voters previously drawn to Reform UK by portraying Farage as weak and internally divided. Dame Priti Patel, a prominent conservative figure, publicly suggested that this dispute proves that Farage and his party are fundamentally unstable and incapable of offering Britain genuine leadership. Yet other analysts argue this internal rift in Reform UK is symptomatic of broader trends reshaping populist politics globally. Populist movements worldwide often grapple with internal fractures once they achieved significant electoral success, particularly between moderates seeking mainstream credibility and radical factions demanding ideological purity. Farage himself finds himself at the crossroads of this dilemma. Can he successfully maintain the delicate balance between populist appeal and mainstream credibility? Or will internal disputes, fueled by charismatic challengers like Lowe and influential outsiders like Musk, ultimately fracture this political ambitions? These developments have significant implications for British politics as a whole. And as Farage and Lowe fight for control of the narrative within Reform UK, voters may begin questioning the party's stability and credibility. Moreover, Elon Musk's involvement adds an unpredictable international dimension, potentially reshaping how voters perceive Farage and his political brand. And this isn't merely a personal battle. It's a defining moment that could reshape Britain's political landscape. Reform UK's potential fragmentation could either benefit established parties or, paradoxically, open space for an even more radical right-wing faction to emerge. For Farage, ironically, this crisis mirrors the challenges he once imposed on the Conservative Party, destabilizing it from the right flank. Now, he's facing a similar dilemma, struggling to contain a disruptive challenger determined to move even further to the right. And this situation highlights how populist movements often contain inherent instabilities. Built around charismatic leaders and fueled by reactionary rhetoric, these movements frequently risk internal fractures once political realities set in and power struggles emerge. For Britain, the consequences could be profound. As the country continues to navigate economic uncertainty, political polarization, and post-Brexit challenges, the stability and ideological clarity of political parties matter more than ever. So in conclusion, the escalating conflict within Reform UK, propelled by internal ambitions and external influences like Elon Musk, may significantly shape Britain's political landscape. Whether this internal fracture leads to lasting damage or merely temporary disruption will become clear in the coming months. So thank you for watching Outside Views, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share your views below. I genuinely look forward to your comments. Until next time, stay informed and always keep looking beyond the headlines, and the next video is right here in the end screen.